What's one of the best ways to improve your English? Learning from common mistakes. Spotting and fixing them can really boost your English skills. In this video, I'll guide you through 10 of the most common grammar mistakes. First, we'll start with a quick test where you'll find the mistakes in 10 sentences. Then we'll break down each sentence to see what went wrong and how to fix it. Don't forget to share your score in the comments. Let's dive in. Sentence number 1. I will meet you in Friday at 3 p.m. at the restaurant. Sentence number 2. I have seen that movie last night. Sentence number 3. I'm very boring by this movie. Sentence number 4. I have lived here since 5 years. Sentence number 5. I will call you in an hour. Sentence number 6 is I don't need no help. Sentence number 7. If it will rain tomorrow, I will be late. Sentence number 8. I used to live in a small town, but now I live in the city. Sentence number 9. I'm going to lay down for a nap. And the last one, sentence number 10. I went on a 2-day trip. Let's look at the first sentence. I will meet you in Friday at 3 p.m. at the restaurant. Where's the mistake? When talking about specific dates or days, we use on, not in. So instead of saying in Friday, it should be on Friday. So I will meet you on Friday. Or another example is we'll have a meeting on Monday. Sentence number 2. This is one of the most common mistakes English learners make. I have seen that movie last night. Let's figure out what went wrong here. This sentence mixes up 2 different tenses: present perfect and past simple. Here is how to use them correctly. The present perfect is for actions that happened at some point in the past without specifying exactly when. And I would recommend learning some time markers to make it easier to choose the right tense. Words like ever, never, already, just, yet, and so on are often used with the present perfect. And the past simple is used for actions that happened at a specific time in the past. Since last night is a specific time, the sentence should be in the past simple. I saw that movie last night. Sentence number 3. I am very boring by this movie. Where's the mistake? Let's break it down. Use ed adjectives to talk about how you feel. They describe your emotions or reactions. If you're feeling unimpressed because of the movie, say, I'm very bored by this movie. Use ing adjectives to describe the thing causing the feeling. They describe what something is like. So if the movie itself is not interesting, say, this movie is very boring. So the corrected sentence is, I'm very bored by this movie. One more time. Ed adjectives are for how you feel, like I'm excited. And ing adjectives are for describing things, like the movie is exciting. Sentence number 4. I have lived here since 5 years. Where's the mistake? Use since when you're talking about the starting point of something. It is used with a specific time or date. So if you want to say when you started living somewhere, you'd say, I have lived here since 2019. Use for to talk about how long something has been happening. It is used with a period of time, like days or years. So I have lived here for 5 years. One more time. Since is for a starting point, like since 2020, and for is for a duration, like for 3 years. Sentence number 5. I will call you in an hour. What's wrong here? Use a before words that start with a consonant sound. For example, a cat, a house. Use an before words that starts with a vowel sound. For example, an apple, an hour. Even though hour starts with the letter H, it begins with a vowel sound. So we use an. And the corrected sentence is, I'll call you in an hour. Another example is, she wants to buy an umbrella for her trip. We are halfway through. Let's move on. Sentence number 6 is, I don't need no help. Where's the mistake here? To say you don't need help, use just one negative word and change no for any. I don't need any help. I need no help is also correct because it uses only one negative word, no. So there are two corrected sentences. I don't need any help or I need no help. Sentence number 7. If it will rain tomorrow, I will be late. Use the first conditional to talk about real and possible situations in the future. It is formed with if plus present simple followed by will plus base verb. So this sentence is incorrect because the future tense will shouldn't be used in the if clause. And the corrected sentence is, if it rains tomorrow, I will be late. Two more examples. If she calls me, I will let you know. Or if it snows this weekend, we'll go skiing. Sentence number 8. I used to live in a small town, but now I live in the city. Where's the mistake? Let's clear it up. Use used to describe something that was true in the past, but is no longer true. And after used to, use the base form of the verb without ing. So, I used to live in a small town, but now I live in the city. Use are used to or is used to, was used to talk about being familiar with something or accustomed to it in the present. I'm used to living in a big city. This means living in a big city is something you're familiar with now. So the first one is for past habits, and the second one is for present familiarity. We have two more left. And sentence number 9 is, I'm going to lay down for a nap. What's wrong here? We use lie means to get into a resting position. For example, I lie down every afternoon. I lay down yesterday. I have lain down before. And lay is to put something down. For example, I lay the book on the table. I laid the book there yesterday. I have laid the book there. So the corrected sentence is, I'm going to lie down for a nap. And the last one is, I went on a 2-day trip. In English, when describing the duration of something with an adjective, like a trip that lasts 2 days, we use a hyphen and the singular form. For example, I went on a 2-day trip, or a 3-week vacation, a 5-minute break, not 5 minutes break or a 3 weeks vacation. How did you do? How many mistakes did you catch? Also, what other mistakes do you often make in English? Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more language content.